I think Hank was the first person to comment on our new game that we played, the Mount Rushmore
Dude, that's
of
so cool.
all things cigars. And today we've got a special one for you. And it's actually funny. We're talking about wrappers right now. We're going to do the Mount Rushmore of cigar wrappers.
Ooh.
So we're going to go, you guys are familiar with the game. Take turns basically ranking our top 4 picks for just your personal favorite wrappers.
Yeah.
And then give a brief reasoning of why you like it. And you're familiar with the game too, right? You've seen.
Yeah, man. This is gonna be a lot of fun.
Okay, so I'm going to start with you, Hank. We're going to go this way.
Yep.
We're all going to do our 1. Zach's going to do his 1 and 2, and then we'll go back this way and kind of go there. Right?
Sounds great.
All right.
Whatever wrappers on the Cuba Cuba is my favorite. All right, just kidding. We spoke. Cuba Cuba's made by Acid, which we love Acid, but not my personal favorite. Shout out KD. Connecticut broadleaf, 100%. You know,
I knew that was going to get sniped.
Yeah,
excuse me. That bitterness, you still get it from that Connecticut side.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, man. It's just hard to beat. I think everyone's palate is different. That's why.
That's a fan favorite all around.
Yeah, I think it's great.
I'm gonna throw a twister in here. Hank, man, we do have like a little bit of similar palates, a little bit. So, but I'm gonna throw a twister in here. African Cameroon.
Okay, wow.
Number 1 for me. It's that choice. Natural sweetness that comes off of a Cameroon wrapper when it's done right.
Yes.
It really blends like a really solid cigar. Nothing that's gonna kill your palate, but it's like a compliment to it. It's like a kiss on the cheek to it, So yeah, definitely African Cameroon wrapper.
Yeah, for me personally, I'm not a huge Cameroon guy, but there are certain blends that have done it right
Don
with the Cameroon
Carlos,
wrapper.
baby.
Yeah, so you can have a Connecticut or a Cameroon cigar that is really good for sure. And since you picked all our number 1s, Hank, I'm going to go with Mexican San Andreas as my number 1. Had to take it.
I had to snipe.
Yeah. Had to do it. Shout out Baseless Cigars.
I'm gonna go with Ecuadorian Habano.
Oh, that was my number 2. That's just nuts.
Shout out Besa.
And then my number 2 pick is going to be Ecuadorian Sumatra.
Ooh.
Oh,
wow.
Hey,
man.
I was pretty confident about that one.
Sorry. I was confident about the Mexican San Andreas.
I wasn't even thinking about that either.
This is what happens when you hang out with cigar smokers, man. It's just...
All right, that's all the good ones.
Yeah.
No, so, okay, man. For my number 2, I'm going to have to go with...
Sorry, guys.
No, you're good. I'm actually going to go with something that's been a recent favorite of mine is the Habano Shade wrapper.
Yeah.
So you got it similar to like an Ecuadorian Habano wrapper, but the shade side, I go through phases where I enjoy shade cigars versus Maduro cigars.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with Habano Shade as my number 2.
Like it.
Number 2. Man, you killed me with the Ecuadorian Sumatra, man. That
was mine too.
That was coming up for sure. I'm gonna keep it at Corojo, man. Just give me a solid Corojo all around the board.
I didn't save that because I figured that was going to be on your list. So I was like, I'll give him one.
I appreciate it, man. Yeah, definitely. I know we were kind of talking about a little bit earlier too, man. H99s, that's super special. Very underrated and underappreciated in my humble opinion. Definitely when it comes to the leaf by Oscar. When people try it, they get intimidated because they see a cigar just wrapped up in a tobacco leaf. But man, you try that.
Wait,
cigar.
there's a cigar in it there?
Yeah,
you're just supposed to smoke the leaf.
No, so
you're
actually
supposed to cut it in half.
Actually, yeah, you get a pair of scissors, and then you put in your salad, use as croutons, and but no, yeah, definitely grow. That's where I'm at number 2, all around the board.
Pennsylvania broadleaf.
See, this is what happens when you're generous.
That's what I like. I don't know.
Let's just go ahead and put all the different broadleafs in his list right now.
Yeah. Count it in.
And then you can actually go for your number 3 now.
Shoot. Man, wasn't expecting this. You said Corojo, but you didn't really specify.
Well, I kind of did say like all around the board, all around Corojo. But
but Honduras does it wrong.
You can specify.
You can specify.
You can specify.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Honduran Corojo. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's.
I think it's unmatched from Honduras, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
Thank God, because I want to specify on that one.
yeah.
Number 3. It's actually going to, I know we were kind of like, not necessarily like painting it in a negative light recently, or earlier, but Ecuadorian Connecticut.
Okay.
Shade wrapper for me, man. That's a, yeah, I don't want to specify Ecuadorian Connecticut shade too, just to be specific. I know we had our conversation about Connecticut shade wrappers earlier, but when the blend is done right, it could be a very special cigar. I kind of think of, if I'm not mistaken, the Monte Cristo M that just kind of just came out. That's a 20-year aged
It's a wrapper?
wrapper. Yeah. That is.
Was it 30 or 20?
I want to say 20, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's Rafael Nadal and AJ Fernandez, man. They're cooking up magic all the time. But yeah, Ecuadorian Connecticut shade.
It's a good pick. Wasn't going to pick that because I already have a Connecticut on the list, but I'm going to have to go with a traditional Dominican Maduro wrapper. So that's what I'm going to do. The Maduro wrapper from Dominican Republic. I mean, just some would say more traditional, but it's just that balance of sweetness and a little bit of spice. Great cigars are made with that leaf.
When you think like Dominican Maduro, do you think Fuente automatically, or do you think La Aurora?
That's like La Aurora was the first that I thought of for sure. La Aurora makes great Dominican cigars. Fuente as well. That's another one that comes to mind.
Yeah.
And then our sponsor as well, Samparai Cigars. They have the Gold Jetto and the Super Lancero
that
they use with it. Don't worry, we have a conversation coming up. But we have they use the Maduro wrapper, and their cigars are made in the Dominican Republic, and they outsource a few different things. But I mean, the product that comes out of the Dominican Republic, I think, surprisingly, for a lot of cigar smokers, is actually underrated. A lot of people confuse it for being Dominican cigars in general for being too mild or not strong enough. Yeah. But I mean, like La Aurora and Fuente have so many different cigars across the board. There's Davidoff, plenty of great cigars. Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen like throughout the years of just having Besa that once people see like, oh, it's made in DR, they're like, oh, I don't want to touch it. I don't like Dominican Republic cigars.
And you know what it is? We've gotten so spoiled with Nicaraguan tobacco with just how volcanic it is down there in Nicaragua, and Nicaraguan tobacco is just so heavy and thick as it is, so it just creates these nice bold flavored cigars. And then like you switch over to DR, and that's how we kind of get these mindsets of just Dominican tobacco is just going to be too light and mild.
I don't know about you, but like LFD, La Aurora, they do not taste like Dominican tobacco
at all. I love La Aurora, man.
But that's those two. I'm like, this is definitely
they do it right.
Your
number 3 and 4.
All right, I'm gonna go Cuban Corojo.
What?
Dang.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna do Ecuadorian shade, I think.
Just across the board.
Just across the board.
Yeah, we'll allow it.
Okay.
So for my number 4, I almost thought you sniped mine for a minute, but I am going to say a Cuban shade wrapper. Because, I mean, Cuban cigars, they've been iffy recently, but you can still find a really good Cuban cigar that has that nice shade wrapper on it. And, I mean, it's still a great leaf, and you can find some great cigars that are made with that leaf.
It's actually funny because in the back of my mind, I was like, do I want to be that guy and like sit up here and talk about Cubans? But I was actually gonna say like a Cuban Maduro wrapper.
Okay.
Like I've had some fantastic. I'm not preaching and advocating for Cubans, all right. So, but anyway, I had a great Cuban Maduro. I think it was a series 7, if I'm not mistaken. It like just brought like a whole different complexity to just how Cubans are already. That was pretty special. Definitely. So number 4, Cuban Maduro for me.
Finish strong. Number 4.
Now hopefully I'm right here, but I think I'm 95% sure. One of my favorite cigars that we have and sell is The American by JC Newman. And I believe that wrapper is a Four Sun-Grown.
Okay.
So FSG in Claremont, Jet Borzowitz, who owns Coronas. I think what he's doing up there, that's only an hour and a half away from us, I think it's pretty cool, and something about that American world in Tampa, and I spoke a little bit briefly about JC Newman, how much they mean to us. Florida Sungrown. I think it's fantastic.
No, great shout out, and got to represent Florida, of course.
Of course, man.
Yeah, I mean, Florida used to grow a bunch of tobacco, and
Yeah.
it just kind of dwindled down, and then Jeff kind of brought it back.
It's pretty cool, man.
So it is really great for Florida.
I've yet to visit. I don't know if you guys did.
No.
Yeah, but I would love
wanna
to
go.
see his farm
Yeah.
one day. In Claremont, right?
Yeah.
You just made me think of the 20 acre.
Oh yeah, another great
That's
cigar.
a good smoke.
Another Connecticut cigar that's really good.
Yes, it is.
It doesn't really seem as what a Connecticut is, too. It looks very mild, but I feel like it's mild to medium,
Yeah,
you know, in my opinion.
That's fair. That's very fair.
I'm kind of upset I didn't get any broadleafs on my list, but
Yeah, no one, Hank. I knew he was going to take them all,
I
man.
actually have 4 more.
no, it's funny. But yeah, that is the Mount Rushmore of cigar wrappers. Let us know what you guys would have put in your top 4.